What's up, everybody? Scoob from Dirt Soldiers MX and the Motocross Training Academy. What I want to talk to you today is about braking techniques. Basic braking techniques. That's what we're going to break down today, and this is what I'm going to show you with a video I got, actually of myself this time. 4 there videos of different riders I grabbed off of YouTube. This is actually going to be me. So, the first thing I want to touch on here is you want to start using the brakes the same way. What I mean by that is you want to ride on the balls of your feet. Let me move this up a little bit. You want to ride on the balls of your feet. And when you brake in the standing attack position, you want to brake by sliding to the arch of your foot and then pressing the brake pedal down and grabbing your front brake. We use our front brakes and back brakes. If you're not using your front brakes, you want to set up cones like this. I'm going to assume you guys are using your front brakes, and you want to start to practice to ride from this cone to a cone down here and get the feel of using the back brake and the front brake together. Pull them in, use them progressively and evenly together. Do that a bunch of times and you'll start to get a real good feel for that. But I'm going to assume you're using your front brake. So, back to what I'm saying. The first thing we want to do is start. I see a lot of guys in my school and in my classes just using the brake all different kinds of ways. And just like I said with this feeling of using the front brake, you want to get a good feeling with using the brakes and using the same way every time. Motocross is a lot about feeling how the bike's reacting and the things it's doing. And you want to do things consistently. So you want to slide to the arch. You want to press the brake pedal down with the ball of your foot while in the standing. Remember, this is in the standing. Then you go back to the arch. While seated, if you need to brake, you pick the foot up off the foot peg from the ball with the knee tight against the leg and press the brake pedal down. If you need to brake while transitioning from standing center of balance to seated center of balance, as you're transitioning down, you pick the leg up, you shift your weight to the other leg, creating a counterbalance for control, and you press the brake pedal down. Same as seated, you just shift your weight now to the other leg. Okay, start doing that. Start practicing that and doing that the same way every time. That way you get a good feel for it. All right, now into braking. What you want to do is you want to, in the standing attack position, you want to go, there's 2 rules here. You want to go back against the force of braking, and you want to go into the force of acceleration. So we're talking about braking here. So you want to go back against the force of braking. So you want to brake while in the standing attack position. You want to do most of your hard braking here. This is where you're going to get your hard braking done. The reason being is you got your wheels. Your wheels are making the most contact with the ground, full contact with the ground. Once you start to go into this corner and this bike goes on a lean angle, you're on just half the knobbies on the side tire, the side of the tire. So you start to lose your grip. So the key is while in the standing, coming up to a corner, you want to do your hardest braking there. Hard braking into a lighter braking as you start to lose all the grip on your tires, into a lighter braking. You time this into the corner to time it to where you go from the hard braking to the lighter braking, and as soon as you time it for the exit decks of the corner where you transition from entering the corner to exiting, we're going to go on the throttle, and you time that to release the brakes right there and go right to throttle. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Let me bring this up and we'll get back to this. See, right there is going back against the force of braking. The reason you do this is, so I'm still in the standing, we see, and I'm going back against the force of braking. The reason that we do this is, number one, if we stayed in the center right here, we're putting force to the front wheel through the front brake, plus we're using the back brake. We're doing our hardest braking here. All this force is coming forward. If we used to stay right here, what's going to happen? We're going to add our weight to the front with all the force and already the brakes on the front, and we can slide the front wheel out our endo. And that's why we go back against the force of braking. The other reason we go back against the force of braking is if we were hauling the mail coming down through here, or if there was breaker bumps and all kinds of stuff, we want to weight the back of this bike so it don't pop up. When that wheel comes off the ground, brakes aren't no good there. So we want to weight the back to keep it stuck into the ground, the back wheel, so we get good grip and braking power. That's the reason we go back against the force of braking. So we're going to go back against the force of braking. We're going to do our hardest braking right here while all contact's on the ground with the wheels, full wheels on the ground. We're going to transition and we're going to time this to go to a lighter braking as we start to go into a lean angle. As you can see, I'm starting to go into the lean angle here. I'm going to my lighter braking. I'm going to go lighten it up, lighten it up, lighten it up, right to the point where I exit this turn. You're going to see me. I'm going to sit down in the seated center of balance. As I get down in the seated, there I go to the seated. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to my front brake a little bit. I'm pretty much off the back brake. See how it weights the front of the bike here? It shortens the steering angle, and it lets me turn a sharper turn because this steering angle is short. So I will now hold the front brake just a little bit to drag it so it holds the front wheel in here, just like you feather clutch. And I get right to the point where I'm going to exit. I get to that point, power out. And there I go. There's the leaning into the force of acceleration. And we're not talking about that. It's going to be on the next video, guys. I'm going to get into acceleration, but I'll just touch on it real quick. It's the same as back here while we go back against the force of braking. We lean into the force of acceleration because if we was to stay in this back position or more straight up and down, we're putting all this power to the back wheel, plus our weight's going to be there, and we're going to ride a wheelie and either loop out or pop a wheelie and lose control. So, all right, guys, that's how you do it. That's how you your braking techniques and what's done there. So get out and practice, set up 2 cones. This is an awesome drill to do. Let's watch it one more time in full motion. Let me pause it here, get back. Okay, here I come into standing. I'm doing all my hard braking. I go into the back against the force of braking. I'm doing hard braking. I go into a lighter, hold the front brake feather, power out. There we go, into the force, lean into the force of acceleration. All right, guys, more videos to come soon. Next one on acceleration. Hope this really helps you guys. There's a lot of guys leaving their name in the comment section below. I mean, their email. If you want, I got tons of more tips. If you want them tips, go to dirtsoldiersmotocross.com and you'll see it right there at the front page. You can put your email in and you'll get all these tips that I give out, plus more videos that are not released here on YouTube. Also, check out motocrosstrainingacademy.com where I have an 8-week motocross school, online motocross school. And I'll leave that link down below also. All right. Talk to you guys soon. See ya.